Alright, this is a Tetris tutorial. Now, this is an insider sex position I have for an anonymous friend. So, this is basically the premise of how I met this bitch and how, basically, when I first met her, I asked for her shit and she didn't give me no problem. And then she came right to my house. You see, this is when she was slithering like a snake, trying to sneak inside. And then on her side, she brought a side chick, but I don't want to let you know about that just yet. Because on the way here, she was figuring out, how the fuck do you know my side chick? And then she willingly went across the road up to this big ass block just to see what, because I am a big ass block, that's one of my block heads, and that's just the complexity, and that's the reason why she fucked me. Okay, so the next time she's like, oh, I might not trust him, that's a slight margin, because what she did the next stage outdoes what she just said. So this is how fat her ass is, but this is how fat she thinks my brain is, and they match perfectly. And the thing about that, she matches like how her lips match my dick. So, and by the way, so what happened was, she tried to play hard to get right here, but she tried to pull the line code on me, and that shit didn't work because I knew she was sniffing coke. And so this right here, boy, you gotta understand that this block right here is fucking greatness, because this is the in-between, so this is where her and her friend serves me. And so, right down below is how long they fuck me every single night, every single day of the year. And so, right here is the slippery slope sloppy. This is how they suck my dick, by the way. So, you have to understand that this shit is so great, because when she slides down the pole that is my dick, she always turns left, and this bitch right here will introduce me to the other bitch that I said before. You see, one skinny is one chubby, but they always give me brain. So we skip to the next phase and we go right here. So right here, this is a cross saying that she found Jesus when she first met me, but she said that Jesus, instead of the right hand, gave me the left hand. And so right here, Jesus slapped me by left hand, because I'm sorry, but I had to get that lesson in, but I also have to teach you a lesson that is why I slap her. So understand that right down here is when the dynamic happens. So this is her, and this is my relationship with her in a nutshell, but this is my relationship with her as a whole. And when I'm talking about relationships, I'm talking about sex, because she only comes when I need that sweet juice. That is her ass. So anyway, right here, it's fucking crazy, because right here, automatically, this is what happens when my dick is just a pussy out. I handle on unparalleled angle, and she doesn't know that just because she is literally awake compared to me, she is a fucking cannon. How the fuck does my dick fit in her? How the fuck does my dick not break when she slides down my pole? And this is how she's figuring that shit out in her little space pod, like she got from Planet Vegeta and shit. So right here, this is how she licks the rotation on my cock as well. So this is kind of cool, but this is how she knows I am a pimp. So right here is the crossing field, is why she tries to play hard to get so much, because she loves my dick. Okay, so you know, she drew the line right here. She's stiffing coke because she thinks she can do it again, so she got addicted to my dick just like she got addicted to the coke. So right here, as we go into the other section of why me and her friend don't mix, but why her friend always knows that I got the goods. So right here is the real material of why they cannot get enough of me. You see, this was why I called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and everyone knows this. They try to fake this shit, saying that I'm sick, but really it's them getting fucked. And she said, I will cheat on you, and I'm like, no you won't. So anyway, once she slides down the pole again, and she's going with withdrawals because she didn't know her place, because she know that hoe introduced me to that other one. The other one gets more play by default. So anyway, this goes down, and she goes down, 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 and this she turns left, and she's like, I can't stand you. I don't want you to fuck my friend. I only want you to fuck me. I'm like, that's not happening. Bring your friend right now. So, what happened was, let's forget this other shit, because this is the shit between me and her friend, and this is just her alone. I don't think I want to get to the other one because I do not like her. Okay, so anyway, this is where the shit gets hectic. Now, what's happening is, before I get to this, I want you to know that she bounces off the walls. I'm talking about the other bitch. She bounces off the walls, and she always runs into this bitch. It's like up, down, up, down, and to the left right here. You see that upper corner on the right with that big ass slot that started at, yeah, I hope you know that looks like a rinse belt right there. See, I got that ratchet dick, and that shit is like a crowbar to their pussy, and that shit destroys them. And honestly, right here, as you turn to the left, this is how I love to eat her ass every night. So like right here, this is the really the rear end of the story here of why her friend knows that I own her. And when I mean own her, I mean I own her anal capacity. So let's go down here. So like right there, she got destroyed right here. So see, her friend tried to fuck up me and her, but the thing is, me and her have been fucking murdering her. So you have to understand that this is so fucking crazy that she thinks that in between fucking me and her, that I'm not gonna fuck her friend more when she's the one that deserves the punishment. So I'm saying it's the anti-friend because she is my friend and she is not mine. And if you don't know that, that means that she cannot get this block right here, but she can beg for it. She can come over herself. This is her pussy when I'm gone, by the way. So like, and this is another song that we share, by the way, by Three Doors Down. And this is literally when I'm gone. I feel like I'm so gay. I feel like I need my bad 24/7. I'm like, suck that shit up like you guys suck me up right now. Okay, so right here, right down here is like the in-between where I actually am fucking her. And this little box right here to right is how big my dick is. So it's like a torpedo. It's the shape of a gun. So yeah, see, this is so fucking funny because she goes all the way down and on the right, and you go up, and you see, here's what happened is, she tries to play that shit like she ain't fucked me in a while, but she fucks me every day, and this is her pussy being sore. This is her rib cage already. Actually, this is her pelvis, my bad, but this is her heart-shaped piece of an ass, and you know what? Because she did that, she has to get trapped in the graveyard, dead zone, right here, right now, and that is how long her ass is, by the way. And so, left hook right here, up. This is the little dot right here that she calls me. But she feels like I'm the center of her attention when she's trying to make me a sandwich. This is me while I'm on top, by the way, but this is how much the pussy is surrounding me. This is me looking at her after the bed after we just fucked. So, after that, this is how me and her friend fuck up and down. This is so funny because in the process of this, I'm always fucking her. And notice how this shit is so similar. That little purple dot right here is damn near the same size as those two red dots. That's how heavy I fuck with those two. But you know, those two red dots are how I fuck her more than I fuck the blue bitch. Okay, so anyway, so the blue bitch thinks she can get attention. So the purple bitch right here is actually getting the quality play while I'm giving her for chore sex basically because she is not wants the purple bitch to win. But the purple bitch wins by default. You see, what she forgot to do when she introduced me to her purple bitch is warn me that her ass was so fat. So, because her ass is fatter than hers, and that's a factual statement, that can eat her ass, and I will enjoy her ass more than I like her. And so, I like her ass better than I like your personality, because I'm tired of your personality, because I already know you. And what that basically means that this little white dot right here, this is the line between me and her fucking, and she's like, no, I will always fuck her more. I'm like, yeah, but you're getting on my nerves. So this little dot right here is like the cum stain that I leave in her mind every night that just doesn't go away. You know, if you play Shinobi Striker and Sai throws that little black ball, like that little jutsu, and that shit comes up your screen, that's her mind every night. But imagine that just white. So this is how they act hella gay when they don't get a dick. So this is when me and her don't get the dick. And when I mean me and her, I mean the one that came first. Okay, so when I separate from both their pussies, this is the length, and you see that right outline, how thick it is. This is how much they miss me. And notice that's a shaped vagina, by the way, but also know this is how shaped vagina and why she misses my dick. And this is the region how I fuck her, and this is why she is one of the holes in my region. And you gotta understand, these are two cocks, like two gun pistols. Like when she fucks me, it feels like getting hit by a gun. And so right here is when she's getting all the demands played. She's been giving gay the good suck, and she literally comes right here and she fingers the other bitch, and she literally, and that's when they really miss me, and that's when they fuck me to my favorite songs. And this is literally, no, that's only step one. Let's see, I had to let you guys know that that's only step one, and this is literally the mustard and the ketchup that she used to play on me when she used to sexually harass me at my job. And I really hate her because that's also the shape of a fucking pinky that pinky promised so and tell when you just told last night. And you have to understand that right here is when I really fuck her up right here. That's this right bottom right here. You see, you have to understand that I can't zoom in because I'm thinking about her ass right now, and that is why I am complicated. So understand that this shit right here is the outer. This is her mind. So this is her pussy and her mind, by the way. Her pussy is cream, but her mind is even more soaked because her mind cannot function because her pussy needs that dick. So understand that this is right here. This is her writing love letters to me, but this is also like the rough sex that we have and the stains I leave on her ass every night I tap. This is also the tool she uses. This is when her and her friends spank each other with belts when I'm not around. And these are like how hard they fight for me every time. And this is the sign that's D on Naruto and Sasuke right here, because this is honestly the best rivalry of all time. And I really think that Lisana and Mary Jane and Erza, well, I don't know why I came up with that, but Mary Jane and Erza has nothing compared to this. Okay, so anyway, down here is the big ass mark I leave on both their cheeks when they act up when I slap them, and that is why they call me daddy. So the whole problem was this right here. This shit is so motherfucking crazy because this is her curve, by the way. This is like her curvy. You see how that's a perfect Coke, but you see how that's Coke in the bottle, but her body is like Coke in a can. That shit is so fucking funny because this shit right here. I want you to understand that is the Coke, but can. I'm sorry. That is the Coke con, and that is the Coke bottle. You have to understand that. That is honestly why this is two fucking bitches that, you know, they can't resist. Mwah, 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 mwah. Right, because, you know what I'm saying, mwah, right? Because, like, you don't get a kiss from me. You only get, you know, a session when you'll get a massage from me. You know what you get? You get this. You get this complication. You have to figure this out before you get this dick again. This is what this whole grid about how I do the daddy policy right here. Now, before I break down this incredibly complex matrix, you have to, like, take a screenshot of this. I'm going to screenshot this. I'm going to, you know, this is some shit. This is something that's going to be on my Patreon. You have to understand that. So we have to understand that this is very fucking funny because this right here is how complicated her mind is, but how simple. Now, on to the next girl. This shit is so fucking crazy because this girl right here. So, this is how heavy she was fucking with that purple bitch before she met me. These two purple bars was how often that they were doing freaky shit. So, this is so fucking crazy because all these motherfuckers are like, when they fight over me, these are all the scripts when they fight over me and shit. This is so fucking crazy because right here is when I met her. It was just when her met her, because when I met her, she was a dent in the grass, and she was so fucking funny because I fell into that dent in the grass. I didn't know I fell into a fucking, you know, and what I said is, I didn't know I fell into such a retarded ass. And what I really said was, I can't believe I fell into such a retarded ass. And what I mean by that is that's how big is her ass, and I became literally retarded. See, made me half retarded after I tapped that ass. Okay, so anyway, I couldn't stop thinking about that ass. Okay, so in all honesty, that ass was that big, but then it became that big after I started hitting it, after I took it to conditioning. But then it got that big after I fully got to know her and I full dickified her. And what I mean that is that she digivolved from a Pokemon to a Digimon, and that she became a part of my digital portal, and that she is my bitch forever. And you have to understand, I control her mind like how I control my PC, and I control this. This is the steps she tries to take, and she falls every single time she takes a step. You see, she's like, oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up twice. Oh, I wish I didn't fuck up that time. And she says the same thing every time, but she says it in the same motherfucking tone, and this is how flat her jokes are. This is how flat her jokes are. And she says the same fucking thing, and they get even flatter and flatter and flatter and flatter every single time, like how ass would be if I could defy the laws of humanity. So, this is so fucking funny, because right here is where she falls down, and when she does that rain-nosed reindeer attack, that literally has me weak, that I honestly am the reason. You see, the reason why she has the reindeer attack right here is, this is so fucking crazy because of the fact that this little dot right here, that is her heart. and you know what I do to her heart? I turn it into a red box because the reason, see, it's like Stranger Things. Do you understand? Yeah, that's exactly why I turn her heart. See, her heart doesn't exist anymore. Like you know where Coraline, like how she has a different personality, how she turns into another digital universe. You see, C met her before C met me, but C is father compared to me, so C chooses me over her. And what I mean me and her is that we are one because literally we are one person, and you don't understand that because I want you to keep that a secret. Okay, so anyway, right here, this right here, that little red dot has a lot to do with how me and her interact because I get mad and she gets mad, but you know why I get mad? Do you know why I get mad? Because she knows she can get away with it every time. And that shit makes her furious that she thinks she can, but you know what? I always got the last laugh. You see, this little shit right here, this is my middle finger going up her ass. This is literally my middle finger going up her ass. Is that little shit right there. And when I'm gone, this motherfucking pussy right here, that beautiful fucking frame, you see, this is where she falls every single time. The only reason why I stick with her is because her ass is tremendous. And every single time I think about that ass, I think about every single time I broke that wall and it came into the same shape. Kind of like how all conversations go in a straight line. You know what? You know why you're making my dick go down? Because you are really boring the shit out of me. You know why you're boring the shit out of me? Because I know you just want to suck my dick. So what happens is she sucks my dick, she goes down the pole, but then she slides down my mind. And if you don't know what that means, that, like, I trap her and I dissect her. So anyway, so right here is how she feels about me, and in the middle line right here is her friend and how her friend tried to interfere with me and her. But this little purple line right here, she thought that she can do that. So what I did is I fucked her good, and me and her both immobilized her, and me and her both put her in a wheelchair for suspended animation because of the very fact that this shit was so fucking hilarious that she thought that she could stop me from fucking her. So and you have to understand that on the left right here is like the relationship and being both of them. But the reason why it's so funny is because she kept such an eye on me because her pussy was so fucking wet when she first met me, but her friend didn't tell her about me, and so she was mad, so she fought her friend over me. Like, why didn't you tell me about him sooner? And in the back of my mind, I'm like, that's what you get when you fuck with me. So anyway, you go, see, I'm like, I told her, you go left south because you cannot fuck with me. So anyway, she broke the wall and I broke her to BNC, and this is her reason that she never told her friend about me. But her friend is twice as thick as her. She just doesn't want to admit. And you know what I'm saying? So she goes right here. So she climbs back up. She fucks me and her friend right here. She comes back up the ladder and she breaks the wall again. And I break the wall again. I'm like, this is the fourth time I dick you down and it still goes in a straight line. You need to like curve when you fuck me, and you have to understand that. And she is such a fucking Nimrod, and she doesn't understand that not only do I defeat her when it comes to writing, I defeat her when it comes to sex. And you have to understand that when I defeat her when it comes to sex, that I fill her mind with this code right here. You see, this is the band-aid she keeps on her forehead like fucking Sasuke, but this is like me. But this is also a Saiyan Scouter. This is literally her power level and how she cannot quite be hindered. But you know what she does? She does this motherfucking rough estimate of how big my dick is, because she thinks it gets bigger every time. But you know, I'm like, my dick has always been this big. You just have bad pussy and I'm used to your pussy. You have to understand, I wore your pussy out time and time again. You're used to my dick. You're gonna think it's gonna get bigger. No, your perception of my dick is bigger because you're hallucinating. Okay, so anyway, right here it's like how she fucks me real good and how she gives me that left hook when she sucks me. And where I be like that is like crazy, because right here, this is Manny, because these two right here is me and her. So this is when her friend becomes the her that I fucked. So this blue bitch right here became that purple bitch, and the purple bitch became the blue bitch because they had identity crisis, because they both fucked me at the same time and they didn't know who they were. And I'm just in the middle enjoying all this shit, knowing that in the back of my mind I'm fucking so many more that is the same comparable to them. And I'm literally just laughing at the fact, what are they doing right now? Oh, they're probably fucking me to some other nigga song. They're trying to make me jealous, but and anyway, down here is the slippery slope, and between me and them, the inevitable events of why she can never beat me and why I'll always be on top. And this is literally her body as she twists on my dick after I teach her. You see, she knows already, dick, she's just playing dumb. She's like, I'm not gonna fucking good until we take me out to dinner. And I'm like, excuse me? Okay, so anyway, bro. Left hook right here, I go down. You see, you have to understand, she made this shit complicated for me. I'm talking about the way she tries to fuck me. This is literally how she tries to fuck me. She tries to confuse me. She's like, I'm gonna give him that good pussy for a good minute. I'm gonna get him used to that good pussy so I can break down his walls again. And you know what I mean by walls? She talk about my walls. She's like, she's striking the man like, how dare you question daddy? And that literally is why she broke my wall again. She broke my wall again. But I let her do that. You know why I let her do that? Because I surrendered to the ass. And I should have never undone that. But she knows that I have a counterattack for her. She just don't know what that counterattack is. And that counterattack is this white line right here. That motherfucking white tiger, that is her pussy that I frost every single night. That I defrost and I cook raw. You have to understand, like, that is what my dick does to her. And anyway, like, I want you to forget about that right line right there. Please do that for me. Thank you. Okay, so anyway, right here, down here is all the sex position. You gotta understand, like, this is all the things. And the thing about this is that this is conditioning and training. This is me as a coach, and this is the ladder she climbs, like fucking Naruto and Sasuke climbing the tree. This is me right here, that little dot right there. This is literally like her and her friend compete with me, trying to fuck me every single night. And you know what's the funniest part about that is that the purple bitch be outsmarting the blue bitch, but the blue bitch doesn't know it. But the blue bitch outsmarts the purple bitch, but she never sees it coming because she forgot that she fucked me first. Okay, so anyway, she broke right here. This is when she broke my line completely, but she got me with the left hook, and she got total control over my life because, you know, I was used to her, and without her, it was like withdrawals for heroin. That's all I have to say. Okay, so right here, right now, this is the fucking journey she takes me. She's like, when I finally surrender to her good pussy, after telling her no, but I can't resist it. You like, you know, this is when she gaslights me, when she figures out how I work, and she figures out my mode of operation. You have to understand that right here, this is when she figures out, but she doesn't nearly know yet. She has a very quick understanding. After fucking me so many times, and after fucking me so many times with my friend, what is gonna take to finally give her a fucking dinner date, because she knows she does not deserve that. And so this is right here. This is like, fuck, he didn't fall for it again. Fuck, he fell for it again. But he had a backup plan, and I always do. And she's like, but I knew what the backup plan was, but he had another backup plan. And that shit was so fucking funny, because right here is down the pole again, and this is when I completely get on top, bro. You see, what you have to understand is no one's on top here. That's why I empty her flat, and that's why I empty her flat. You have to understand that the motherfucking purple bitch right here is so fucking stupid, because this is her mentality of how she thinks she can steal me from the blue bitch. She feels like gonna get on top. She's watching over the tower, watching the blue bitch's every move, watching the blue bitch suck my dick. She's like, I bet I can suck his dick twice as good as she can. But you understand that she can suck dick. This purple bitch right here, she learned from this bitch how to suck dick. You have to understand, they did not know what that was. And when I mean dick, I mean like they didn't know what good dick was. Okay, so anyway, down here is when I control everything. When she thinks I turn right, you see, this is when I pull what we call, you know, a fake gay stunt. And I don't mean a homosexual stunt, I mean like a stunt. Because you know I'll never be gay. Because you know why that shit is so fucking funny? It's because this little dot right here, this is me. But this is me watching them play themselves, thinking I'm going to turn into a fruitcake where I'm not. And what I mean by that is I will not do physical contact with another male. But what I do is I make sure that I associate with other male behavior. And that other male behavior is something we do not say, because that is a 4-letter word that does not belong in Tetris. Okay, so you have to understand that right there is why this is so fucking devastating to my mind, that her ass is that big. But you know why that ass is that big? Is because that is where she stores my products. You see, that is my bitch that stores all my products. So I mean all my products, I mean all my thoughts, all my fucking past experiences, all that shit. That's all the piece of me. That's how big I am inside of her, you know? Honestly, this is her throwing up the gang saying I love your dick. And this is like this little area right there is like, this is how her pussy is so fire, but this is how my dick, it like goes through her fire like a fucking key blast. You know what I'm saying? This is literally one straight line of dark matter going through her. She's like, I've never had dark matter so good. Like, I've heard of dark matter, but I didn't know it existed. And so this is her right there. This is how she feels like I'm like Darth Vader, and this is why this is my extremely long Darth Vader dick. And you have to understand, this is all like when Anakin Skywalker, like, you know when Anakin Skywalker had his legs chopped off? This is literally Anakin Skywalker, and I am Obi-Wan Kenobi. And the thing about Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is me, is that I chopped off her legs that night. And what I mean by I chopped off her legs that night is that I gave her that extremely good dick. And you have to understand that that purple bitch knows about that jutsu, but she hasn't experienced it yet, and she never will. Okay, so anyway, so as she's scarred, as she's getting her red lightsaber torn out through that fire, oh, I'm taking her through the whole story again, back to the beginning. Okay, so you have to understand that this left side right here, this is so fucking complex because this is her long ass nose. And when I mean that long ass nose, I mean that's the squirrel nose. That means I'm giving her good dick, but I can give her better dick because she's so fucking mad because I'm teasing her with the Krabby Patty formula. You have to understand that I am flipping her kitty like a Krabby Patty, and you have to understand that I'm grilling her on a motherfucking grill. You have to understand this is some extreme shit that me and her are going through. And this right here, this is how her mind goes in a straight line. But you know why her mind goes in a straight line? It's because her mind falls like dominoes. And that's how much she comes every time we fuck, you know. And that's how much her mind does a brain blast like Jimmy Neutron every single time. But if you want to understand that I bite her in the ear like Mike Tyson without trying, that is how bad my mouthpiece is. And that's not just my dick. That's just, my dick game is equivalent to Muhammad Ali jabbing Mike Tyson, thinking that he can play me by rushing. You're not rushing things from me, bitch. Okay, so anyway, right here is left, and this is like when I down here, you see, in this aspect, you see this whole spectrum, I am Muhammad Ali, and she is Manny Pacquiao, but the only reason why she is Manny Pacquiao is because I made her Manny Pacquiao, and what I mean by Manny Pacquiao, she will never be that dude, and I'm speaking metaphorically, that is the difference between boxing, you know, and by the way, she can't do that unless I'm around. That's a little insider. Okay, so anyway, right here is her, and this is when her friend comes up with this devious plot with the underground organization by all her other friends, and this is a part of it, and this is how the underground organization to this day, like, is coming out against me. This is her girl squad, and this is my main bitch squad. And when I mean main bitch, that is a huge exaggeration. I'm getting her hopes up, because I know she needs to give me that pussy after this video. Okay, so anyway, that was the inevitable, so you have to understand that, right now, before she kills me, I mean, before I kill her, this is literally how she has to get an Uber right now to fuck me because she knew I was going to kill this video. Okay, so anyway, right here, down here, this is what's going to happen after. She is preparing me for all the, operations from my side chicks and how to try to get me to become a beta provider. And so this is the code down here. It's like, oh, the word, the Stacy fucked another one. Oh, but you know what's funny is that he fucked her, and does she have to fuck another one again? So it's like steps to ladder. It's like I'm the originator, but she is like my second hand in command, but she can never be that because she never knew what my second hand command was, and that's so funny because I never had second command because they do not exist. I am far superior than all of them, and you have to understand that this is her nose. This is her Squidward nose. This is the purple bitch's Squidward nose because she knows she can never be better than a thick bitch, and you have to understand that the thick bitch and me have a code that no matter how hard you try, I'm going to eat your ass, but I'm going to eat her ass even more. Okay, so you have to understand that down here is literally the ups and downs of her and her organization's not afraid. And you know what's funny is that they come right from the bottom like a Drake song in the beginning. So you have to understand that literally every single fight and every single setup that they try to get me to try to get control of the relationship is this block right here. And you know what's funny about all this? You didn't know what she gets and what they all don't get, and why this happens every single time, and like why no matter how many times you play Tetris, it's still the same game that I have mastered. You have to understand that this is so fucking funny. This is her telling me that I already killed her and that she needs to submit to me right now. Okay, so anyway, this is so fucking. This is not completely accurate. This is baby play compared to what I can actually do in this video. So you have to understand that when it comes to this, and the main premise of why this is all just a big loop. You see, do you think this is a maze? But the funny thing is, this is a fucking loop. This is what me and her go through. It doesn't have a different variation. This is the exact same strategy, the exact same rhythm. And she thinks it's not, but you have to understand the reason why is because she puts a dot in between every time, and that dot is like, I defeated her. That red dot, it lets you know I have defeated her. You have to understand. So, what C fails to realize, what the blue bitch fails to realize, and what the purple bitch fails to realize, and what they all fail to realize, and why this is a complete total loop, is that they forget that they are dealing with me. And that is why the blue bitch will never get me, and that is why the purple bitch can never get me, and that is why I remain superior.